So it was reported earlier this week that GTA 5 has made more money than any other game or movie ever. Like, that's insane to think about. And in this video, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how this will affect the franchise going forward, how this will affect Rockstar going forward, because making this much amount of money, that changes things. And I think that changes things a lot. But I want to talk about that. I want to talk and show you guys some comparisons on how this compares to other games out there, because I thought this was very, very interesting considering, you know, we're 5 years into GTA's life cycle. So here we have a chart that shows GTA compared to other games and other movies and stuff. And you can see it says at the top, since it came out in 2013, it has sold 90 million units. Now, we already knew that, but what's crazy is that it's made upwards of, or close to around $6 billion. And that's not including microtransactions. So including microtransactions, you're pushing probably $7 billion. And to put that into perspective, right? The highest grossing movie of all time, Avatar, it only made $2.8 billion. And you can see the difference here. GTA had a cost of $265 million to make, where Avatar had a cost of $237 million. But this number, I mean, $6 billion. It's truly insane. All right, and just going down the list here, you can see how it compares to other GTA games. So GTA 3 sold 17.5 million, which I think is a crazy amount for back then. And even all these numbers, I mean, like Vice City 20 million, San Andreas 27.5 million, GTA 4 25 million. I mean, most games nowadays, they, you know, I don't think they even hit 10 million copies sold unless it's like a super, you know, big blockbuster. But yeah, GTA 5 over 90 million, and it's still selling. So who knows what this number is gonna end up at. Comparing it to some other games, right? Call of Duty Black Ops, it was at 24 million, and Modern Warfare 3, 26 million. So I know those are yearly titles, but GTA 5 at 90 million, that's crazy to think about, right? And then on each platform, so it looks like the PS3 was actually the biggest platform for sales, and then the PS4 is right behind it. Oddly enough, I thought Xbox 360 would be higher, but it seems like it wasn't. Xbox One, only 12%, and then PC, super small sliver, 2%. And I want to talk about that a little bit, which kind of is unfortunate. I know not everyone, clearly by this pie graph, no one really plays on PC, but I do, and it's important to me. But the last graph you can see, I mean, once GTA 5 came out, it skyrocketed. I don't know if this is their stock price or whatever, but I'm thinking that's what it is. But yeah, this graph, I mean, it just shows the power of GTA 5. Now, when it comes to PC, just quickly talking about this is sort of the reason why I can totally see Rockstar just ditching PC. Like, yeah, it sucks, and I know a lot of people are sort of moving that way, or to PC, but, I mean, it's going to come down to Red Dead Redemption 2. If they release a PC version, then I think it will be okay. But if they don't, then I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 has or doesn't have a PC version. And not only is it because only 2% of their, you know, of the people who bought the game. Now, granted, 2% of 90 million is still a ton of people, but compared to the consoles, it's not even close to being a lot. And with all the headaches and problems that online has on the PC, like I could totally see them skipping out because of all the modders and hackers. Now, one thing, and the reason, or the way I want to sort of relate this to Rockstar and them going forward with games, if we take a look at this is sort of something that is worrying. And I think this is a perfect sort of picture to showcase how Rockstar are going to make these games going forward. So, I mean, you can see, going back to the early days, they pretty much put out a game every year, and sometimes they even put out multiple games. I mean, when Vice City came out, there was a couple games. San Andreas came out, there was a couple games. You have Bully, Vice City Stories. When GTA 4 came out, they had Midnight Club, which I'm really disappointed Midnight Club has not returned, because that probably was my favorite racing game of all time. Red Dead Redemption, you had the Undead Nightmare that came out, right? And then, granted, this is probably when game development started getting a little bit more hectic, a little bit bigger, only one game a year. And then when GTA 5 came out, they scrapped everything, and it's been a while. And obviously we're getting Red Dead Redemption this year. But what I could see happening, because GTA 5 has made all of this amount of money, this is the sort of schedule. Like, you're going to see a major game every couple of years, but I think they're just going to release DLCs for those games. I don't think you're going to see many more of LA Noirs or Max Payne 3s or Bullies, right? Because while those may be good games, from a development standpoint, or from a business standpoint, why put all the time and effort into that, or those games that, you know, don't sell as much, when you got GTA 5 where you can put out a DLC and that makes as much money as a new game. Completely side note, I'm just noticing up here, there's the Italian Job, and we are going to be getting a new mode next week that sort of revolves around that. So I'm wondering what other sort of what other DLCs in the future they're going to base off of games they've made in the past. State of Emergency, maybe that is something that we get. But anyway, getting back to the point at hand, GTA going forward, especially with GTA 6, I don't think Rockstar are stupid, or as stupid as people think. I've seen a lot lately, and I'm sure some of you guys probably share this opinion that, oh, they've made all this money on microtransactions and they made all this money from GTA Online, so GTA 6 is just going to be an online-only game, and they're going to do everything in online. And I don't think Rockstar is that stupid, because that's a stupid idea. Like, yeah, it's made of money, but the thing GTA is known for is its single player, right? And I still think Red Dead Redemption 2, while it's going to have all the online stuff, it looks like the single player is going to be a pretty damn good single player. So I don't think they're going to be getting rid of the single player stuff anytime soon. I mean, I out of the 90 million people that bought it, I don't know, 50% of them probably bought it for single player, if not maybe more. Even though single player hasn't been updated in a while, I still think that's a pretty major selling point for Rockstar. Now, the only thing I do unfortunately see happening is the end of a single player DLC, or a single player only DLC. If Rockstar were smart, they would sort of combine the single player and the online DLCs, where maybe whatever's coming in online, they add like a new story mission or two, or a couple of them, you know, in single player. That would be the best case scenario. And they have all this money now, so it's not like they're lacking in that. As for the online, I could totally see the online working, I don't know, like Destiny or The Division or some of these other new MMO RPG style games, because GTA Online, with all of its success, it's a mess, and we all know that. I think Rockstar knows that. I mean, they didn't even know what GTA Online was when they first released it. I mean, before, like, the beta of GTA Online was completely different. It was a cops and robbers style mode where there was territories and all kind of different things, and then they changed it and made it what it is now. So when they were in game development, it was probably a mess. So I think going forward in GTA 6, online will be much better. It'll be a proper sort of MMO RPG type of game with, you know, hopefully better progression systems, skill systems, maybe some quests or factions or clans, whatever, gangs, I guess you would call it in GTA. And the reason I say that is because it would, I would hope, again, have a clearer vision going into it, so they could work around that. It wouldn't be just sort of thrown together, which I think is what GTA Online is now. It's kind of just, let's throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Now, you're never going to get rid of microtransactions, and I'm sure shark cards will be in everything from now until the death of video games, but that's just something we're going to unfortunately have to live with. I guess we'll truly see how bad it is in Red Dead 2. We'll see if Rockstar just continue with the insane pricing of shark cards and how much you get in game compared to how much you make, or if they sort of loosen that up a little bit and make it a little bit better to, or, you know, easier to acquire money. Now, one final thing I will say regarding GTA 6, I don't think anyone should be expecting it to come close to GTA 5's sales. I mean, 90 million. There's only like two other games, I think, like the Wii Sports and maybe Minecraft, I think, are the only two other games that are closer, if not more, or have sold more copies than GTA 5. So it's not realistic to think that GTA 6, because of GTA 5's success, will sell 90 million or 100 million copies. Now, the main thing I think that this sort of tells you is that Rockstar knows when to sell GTA, or the GTA series. I saw a recent article about the PS5, and they said it, you know, Sony, there was a claim that it was coming out next year or something like that, but Sony was like, yeah, no, it's a couple of years away. And I feel like that's what GTA is, GTA 6 is. they are 100% going to do the exact same thing with GTA 5. They are going to release GTA 6 on the PS4 and Xbox One, maybe like with a year or 2 years left in the console cycle. And then when the PS5 and the Xbox One X2, comes out, they're going to release it again for another $60. I mean, that is one of the main reasons why GTA 5 has sold so many copies, is because people bought it 2 or 3 times. And since Rockstar know that GTA is such a huge event to release, they know that by them releasing it twice on 2 separate consoles, that makes them the most amount of money. So I think, going forward, that's what they're going to do with GTA. They're going to release it at the end of a console cycle, and then at the beginning of a new console cycle, and then in between we'll get a Red Dead Redemption 2, or I don't know, maybe some other title that they've made in the past. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about this because I think GTA 5 making more money than any other movie or any other game ever, that's crazy to think about. And you guys in the comment section for sure can let me know your thoughts on this. If you don't know, I'm actually doing a shark card giveaway over on my Twitter. So if you guys want a chance to win some money in GTA Online, then go over on my Twitter. I'll probably leave the link in the description and you can enter to win that. But thank you all for watching. That is it with the video. Please subscribe for more awesome GTA content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.